Simple future tense. As we've seen some tenses in English, and we've explained some of them, in this video I am going to talk about one of the tenses of English, which is the future. Specifically, I am going to explain just one aspect of the aspects of this tense, which is the simple. So the lesson of today is the simple future. In the way I will explain this lesson, it will be just the same way as I have explained some of the previous tenses. In short, we are going to see when do we use the simple future and how to form the simple future in its affirmative, negative, and interrogative forms. So let's start. When do we use the simple future? We use the simple future for the actions that will happen in the future. For example, tomorrow, next week, next month, and so on. Notice, we are not talking about the action that happened before. We are not talking about the actions that are happening now. We are talking about the actions that will happen. So, the simple future refers to a time later than now. I hope you got this. But here is another thing. We use the simple future to express facts or certainty. What does that mean? It means, for example, if the train leaves at 1 o'clock, that's a certain time in the future. We can use the simple future. Let's give you an example to see what I mean. Tomorrow, I will have my final tests. Example, I am talking about the action that will happen later on, which means tomorrow. My bus will leave the station at 3 o'clock. Here, I am expressing certain fact that will happen in the future. Now, how can we form the simple future in its affirmative form? We can form the simple future as following: subject, will, and the verb in its infinitive form. I will help you. She will do her best. They will come soon. In its negative form, we can form it as the following: subject, won't, will not, verb in its infinitive form. Example: I won't, will not be there. She won't answer you. We will not invite you. In its interrogative form, we can form it: well, subject, verb in its infinitive form. For example, will you help me? Will she answer me? Will he be there? Conclusion: the simple future is one of the tenses that we are using it to talk about the actions that will happen in the future, like next week, next month, tomorrow, and so on. We can form it in its affirmative form as following: subject, will, verb in its infinitive form. We can form it in its negative form as following: subject, won't, will not, verb in its infinitive form. We can form it in its interrogative form as following: will, subject, verb in its infinitive form. I hope this video was helpful for you. I don't know, there is another structure like will, which is going to, but in this video I just focus on will, and I may make another video talking about going to and will. But for now, that's all for today.